collective energy reading. What about you makes you unique? Let's get into it. All right, so we got a lot of fire and earth signs down here. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be significant. Those placements in your chart could be heavy. And also Leo. So Aries, Sagittarius as well. All right, so I'm getting with strength and stop doing so much that you're somebody that is like an Energizer bunny. That's the analogy coming through. Like you've got a lot of stamina, a lot of energy, and you can take on a lot. There's this energy of you being able to handle a lot of responsibility as well as juggle various different aspects within your life. You could be somebody that has a lot of different skills, like a jack of many trades, a queen of many things. Take it as it resonates. But there's this energy of you being well-rounded and also being someone that can navigate different challenging situations. You may find that people want to come to you and ask you for advice, or that people often depend on your expertise throughout your life, or they depend on you to handle different matters. But the shadow aspect of this is you also may need to delegate some of these things as well, in order for you not to take on so much stress or to be depleted. But there's this energy of you lightening your load and also being someone that is able to take on your task wisely. All right, we've got Ace of Pentacles and drama-free. And what I was getting with this is stress-free over money matters. You could be somebody that doesn't like to, look at money as something that is difficult. When it comes to spending a coin, you're the type of person I feel like that may weigh your options, but you're not going to think twice about what it is that you want. If it's something that you want, you're going to get it. You also may be someone that attracts in with ease, and there's this energy of carefree about you when it comes to the material realm. So I feel like you're also, in the same sense, someone who can judge character, where what fits you is what you choose without, hesitance. It's like you're going to do what's best for you and you're going to choose what's best for you without apology. That's what I'm getting with this. And also this energy of game face. It's like how to put your game face on when it comes to matters. And when it comes to opportunities as well, you have the ability to adapt and to show up front and center with whatever it is that's being required of you in order to obtain what it is that you set your mind to, what it is that you set your goal on. All right, so take that as it resonates. Now with let's go out of our comfort zone and Three of Pentacles, I'm getting taken on new projects and work settings is something that you're equipped to doing, ventures. And I also got the energy of club hopping. So you may have been somebody that enjoyed club hopping in the past, but there's this energy of you taking on different environments and social settings in order to learn, and also just for spontaneity. You have the type of energy that doesn't like to be bored is what I'm getting. You like the aspect of unpredictability. You like the aspect of change and getting around different people and things of that sort. And I feel like that's something that brought you joy in the past, and I'm also getting student energy here as well. So I feel like there's this interest that you take in different social settings in order to learn, in order to be a master, more of a master of your own knowledge and of others, if that makes sense. So you could also be like a people person, and I'm also getting this energy of extrovert. Now with the Fool and Party in Your Heart, I was getting adventurer at heart and free spirit. You know, you don't like to allow life to weigh you down, and you could be the type to like keep your bags packed. You know, when it's time for a trip or something like that, you're the type of person that's ready to go. You know, like you like to keep it moving. And you could also be somebody that enjoys partying. Music and dance is coming through here as well. That could be significant. But there's this outgoing vibe about you, this lust for life, this color that you add to life, confidence, this aura of being unbothered. And I feel like you're the type of person that's not afraid to try new things and to not take life too seriously. Which brings me to Eight of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, you may have found that recently you had to let go of a specific job or a work environment that didn't serve you or that you outgrew. And I feel like you're doing this new excursion now where you're doing life solo and kind of taking on more of an unconventional route, you know, where you're building through different streams of income, or there's something about freelance that's coming through where your energy is on demand and you set the terms of how your energy is being dispersed or what it is that you do, so that you have the freedom of creating your own schedule. And you're not limited by, you know, hierarchies or places that don't allow you to move freely the way that you would like to. All right. We also have this energy that's coming through that you bring of edge and taking charge. Like you're someone I feel like that may have wrestled with anxiety in the past, but this is something that I feel like life has taught you to conquer. You could be somebody that is an empath, that feels a lot, that has a lot of emotions that you may have, you know, escaped from in the past. Take it as it resonates. But I feel like life has given you opportunities to master your ability to ground your ideas and do this independently. And now I feel like this is where you are, where there's this energy of you recovery and on the path of self-discovery. You know, there's a breaking down of an old way that made you feel trapped or put you in a space where you were stifling your creativity to a certain degree, to you now going on this journey to gain your spark back, you know, redefining yourself, your identity, and doing things that bring you happiness and create your own rules. All right, so that's what I'm getting with these cards coming through. This is your reading. Let me know if this resonates with you. Drop a yellow heart in the comment section if it did. Like, comment, share. Save this video if it resonated. I appreciate you watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.